Hey Virgo, it's Tina from Trust and Truth Tarot. I'm here today to do your September 2017 general forecast. This could be love, this could be career, this could be whatever the cards want to tell us. First and foremost, happy birthday, Virgo. For those of you celebrating a birthday in this time period, wish you all a wonderful year ahead, many blessings and success, and lots of love in your lives. So we're going to go ahead and get started. While I'm shuffling, I'm going to, and you guys are lucky too because it's your birthday month, I just actually meditated and cleansed your cards. So I've got all kinds of decks over here. I usually use the Jane Wallace deck, the Oceanic Tarot, which I love. It's my original deck that I have been using for a long time now. But I've really gotten to love another deck. This is the Tarot of Pentacles, I believe. And the box I left at my office. I'm sorry I don't have it with me to tell you who the author is, but you'll see the cards. I'm going to clarify with those. Also got some new oracle cards, some new love oracle cards, all kinds of good stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to just keep shuffling here. All right, so Spirit, what can you tell me for the zodiac sign of Virgo for September 2017? Any advice, guidance, general insight for the sign of Virgo for the month of September 2017? Any information that will be useful for them, guidance, anything at all they need to know for the month of September 2017. Okay, Virgo, for the bottom of the deck, you do have the Chariot card. This could represent a Cancer in your general energy, a Cancerian person. This could also represent travel. When I see this card, for me, it means that usually there's some sort of movement in your life, physical movement. This could be in the form of a vacation, a trip that you have planned. It could be that you're moving house or apartment, that somebody's moving in with you, or you're moving in with someone else, or somebody's moving out. Something like that, but there is some physical movement going on. Also, possibility just came to me. Some of you might be looking at getting a new vehicle, something of that nature, a new car, new motorcycle, new boat, something like that, but just something having to do with physical movement is kind of like your crowning energy. You might be thinking about buying a house. That came across too. Okay, Virgo, so in your recent past, you've got the Hermit here, which is you. In the Two of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Hermit tells me that you've been basically taking some time to contemplate your situation, to reflect on something that happened. The Two of Swords indicates a crossroads, a major decision that had to be made, and Four of Pentacles is financial security. So this could have to do with your career, Virgo. You may have had to make a decision with regard to your work. It could be anything from whether to find a new job or make a move in your job. It could be something like whether or not you want to spend a certain sum of money, make a large purchase. It could be that you're having to choose between a relationship and your work. Some of you, Virgos especially, tend to be very, very work focused, and so sometimes that tends to get in the way of your relationships, if that makes sense. So definite decision, major decision that had to be made here in your recent past. Coming into your present, I see Judgment. Again, more reflection. You guys are really deep in thought about a situation. Five of Swords, definite conflict. And then you've got the Lovers. Again, choices. So two cards here that indicate having to make a choice. And then this is conflict. I'm going to go ahead and call this Virgo for what it is. I think that some of you guys are dealing with air signs. This could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. A very strong indication here of Gemini. And also a very strong indication here of Libra, because we do have the Judgment card as well, and those cards actually surround the card of conflict here, which is the Five of Swords, another air energy. You guys are dealing with a situation. This seems to be more of a love matter now that I'm thinking about it, where you had some harsh words exchanged. with an air sign, a lot of you, and it's kind of put you into this contemplative mode, this crossroads on trying to make a decision on what to do with this relationship. I feel for a lot of you, this relationship provided or had the promise of a lot of security. I think there was a future with this relationship. I think that many of you with this air sign or this person that has air energy, felt stable in the relationship, and it was a sudden, pretty sudden thing that happened, that caused this major conflict. I think there was breakups. I definitely see that, and I see also a lack of communication. I feel like either you cut someone off, they cut you off, or maybe you both cut each other off because it was too painful. I'm just seeing with the Swords energy here, it could be that you're just being stubborn, but for some of you, I think that this, the issue that you have ongoing right now with this person is almost a, it's heart-wrenching, it's gut-wrenching because there was so much promise. There was so much promise with that relationship. So, again, taking time to reflect. You've got the High Priest also, followed by the Six of Wands and the Six of Cups. 1, 2, 3 cards of you guys being the hermit that you are, being your Virgo selves, just thinking, overthinking, just thinking, really processing this. Six of Wands, though, does show, especially in a relationship reading, it does show things can be successful. With the High Priest, you know what to do. I mean, you need to use your insight. You need to use your intuition to make a decision. Was this relationship worth throwing in the garbage? Was it? Or did we kind of jump the gun? August was shitty. For a lot of people, we had a pretty intense full moon. We had a lunar eclipse. We had a major solar eclipse. It brought a lot of things to light. It caused a lot of changes. Mercury was retrograde, by the way, your ruling planet. If you're involved with the Gemini, it's their ruling planet too, just so you know. So it could have been that some of you jumped the gun. All right, let's go ahead and clarify a little bit here. What can you tell me about this crossroads? Two of Swords for Virgo, please. Crossroads, Two of Swords. Oh, perfect. All right, so here it is. Two of Swords with the Six of Cups. Now, if you can see that card, and I'm sorry about the reflection, it's almost like a reconciliation. This is a reconciliation. You're undecided as to whether or not you want to reconcile in this relationship. You just don't know what to do. You can see that this guy wants to, like he's offering her flowers, basically saying he's sorry. If you look at his face, he looks remorseful. And she's willing to accept the flowers, but, with this Two of Swords here, you have to decide if that's what you want. You have to really make that decision. All right, let's clarify some more. Can you clarify the Judgment card for me and Five of Swords? Okay. And the Lovers, let's clarify the Lovers while we're at it. Yep. Okay. All right, so clarifying Judgment with the Eight of Cups. Again, Eight of Cups is a good card, typically, but if you can look at this card and look at her face, she doesn't even want the cups. Like she's it's hard to explain. She's got 8 full cups right behind her, but she's not even looking at those cups. She's looking at something else, Virgo. This tells me that the issue in this relationship is that you were focused on, you had all of these cups right there at your disposal. They're full, they're totally full, and you turned your back on them. you know? Whatever your personal issues were, that whatever was bothering you, whatever was going on with you, you turned your back on this relationship because you couldn't, you didn't know what you had. You know what I mean? You didn't realize you had 8 of Cups. You didn't realize you had all of this abundance and all of these, beautiful emotional things right there. You got angry and you let your anxiety and your anger overcome you and you just walked away. The conflict, again, this is 2 of Cups, clarifying conflict, beautiful soulmate relationship, which is completely in turmoil now. Virgo. This is supposed to be the love of your life. It's supposed to be your partner, the one that's going to help you and guide you and be there with you through everything, through thick and thin. And here you are in this conflict because you didn't see what you had. And Virgo, clarifying the lovers, we have the King of Pentacles. Again, just kind of confirming that there's a lot of strong Gemini energy here, Gemini, Virgo energy here, because King of Pentacles is you. This could also be that, you're focused on your career. You decided instead of being in a relationship right now, instead of focusing on this partnership, you're just going to focus on your money. And that's what you want to do right now, Virgo. Right? Let's clarify the bottom here. Okay, let's clarify the High Priest, the 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. So, clarifying the High Priest here, you do have the 4 of Cups. Again, a card of boredom, a card of loneliness. This is kind of the state that you're in right now. As you can see, this guy's pretty dang grumpy. 2 of his cups are empty. 1 is full. One's on the shelf behind him, and he's not even caring to look at it. Again, not looking at the cups that you have. I think that some of you feel like there is a chance to reconcile this, but it's slim, with the 1 cup being full and the other one's being empty, and there's 1 behind him. Now, what he doesn't see is that there is 1 full cup behind him. He doesn't look at it, but it's there. So there is, for a lot of you, if you want to reconcile this, you can. For some of you, you don't think you want to, and that's okay too. Clarifying the 6 of Wands, we have the 6 of Swords. What this is going to require, Virgo, if you do want to reconcile, and even if you don't, I think that a lot of you guys left it on really bad terms, on a non-communication kind of terms. And what I think you should do, Virgo, is come in with some communication here with the 6 of Swords. Talk to the person. Talk to that person that you're having, odds with. Tell them, I want to talk to you. Tell them what hurt you. Let them speak too, though. Hear their side of the story as well, because I do feel like a lot of this was caused by Mercury retrograde. This was caused by the eclipses. This was caused by the planetary alignments. I mean, like I said, everything in August was haywire. Do you really want to throw this away, Virgo? Do you? Next, 6 of Cups, clarified by the King of Swords. Again, air sign energy. King of Swords is somebody that knows what he wants, that isn't afraid to go get it, that knows how to get what he wants, and basically cuts through bullshit, right? So in order to get this resolved, you're going to have to cut through the bullshit, Virgo. That's just bottom line, Get through whatever, get over whatever, issues you might have with regard to being, sensitive or hurt to the point where you're not going to speak to somebody. That's not the way to do things, You've got to do that in order to get through this, and I think that you can. Let's just do a couple more overall clarifiers. I'm going to put a love oracle card for you guys as well. What else can you tell me for the sign of Virgo? What do you think about this relationship for September 2023? Tell me for Virgo. Judgment, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups, the Six of Pentacles. All right, Virgo. Justice is the first card. So I feel like you want to get justice, and I feel like you will in this situation. You're going to feel justified either way. Whichever way it works out, your decision is going to be justified based on your own thoughts. If you want to reconcile with this person and that's what you decide, you are justified in that decision. If you want to walk away, you're also justified in that. That's based on you, your thoughts, your feelings. Nine of Swords, anxieties, nightmares, sleepless nights, depression. I feel like this is the stage that you guys are in right now, and if you're not in it, if you're not feeling it yet, then brace yourself, because I think that might be coming for a lot of you guys. It's deep regret, basically, deep regret. Could be if you choose not to reconcile, and you realize later that you should have tried, that could be that. But it also could just be sleepless nights and anxiety, just wondering what the future holds for you going forward. Eight of Wands, fiery, passionate energy, Virgo. Coming out of the Nine of Swords, when we see Eight of Wands in a love reading, it means going in full force, passion, very, very strong magnetic attraction, really just coming into a relationship, like going in head first. And so some of you, that's what's going to happen. If you choose to reconcile this, if you choose to try, when you start over, you're going to have this Eight of Wands, and it's going to be, it's going to be 10 times as fiery as it was before for you guys, King of Cups. Again, some of you might be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But King of Cups is somebody who's an emotional person. Puts his heart in his sleeve. He's controlled. He's grounded. Don't get me wrong. But this guy puts love first. And that, I think, Virgo, is probably the best advice I can give you. If you don't reconcile this relationship, or if whatever you choose to do, the next time you find yourself in a relationship, put love first. Put your partnership ahead of career, ahead of immaturity, ahead of whatever the case may be, petty arguments, things like that. Don't let that destroy a beautiful Two of Cups. See what I mean? All right, Virgo, next I got Six of Pentacles, generosity. Either you or your partner may have been acting somewhat selfishly before. Now, going forward, should you choose to go forward with this Eight of Wands, if not, this would be going into another love relationship the next time around. This would be being more generous, Virgo, not being so selfish, and if it wasn't you, if it was your partner, then it would be looking for those qualities in the new partner. Okay, somebody that is giving and kind and generous with their time, their energy, their emotions, something like that. Not somebody who's, not willing to put the effort into a true partnership, because nobody needs that. It's better to be a little lonely by yourself than have a lifetime of loneliness with someone who is not putting in their fair share of work, of effort into a partnership. Do you know what I mean? So you need to look for those qualities, and you need to bring those qualities to the table, Virgo. All right, let's pull a Love Oracle card. This is a new deck that I'm using. It's the Whispers of Love Oracle cards. It's by Angela Hartfield. I know that the images are backwards on my screen, guys. I'm sorry. There's no way for me to fix it. I have to find a new filming program. What can you tell me for the zodiac sign of Virgo for September 2017? Guidance, advice for Virgo. September 2017. Speak the language of love. It says, loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So, Virgo, communicate. Communicate. Key. If you want to reconcile, you got to communicate. Reach out, okay? If you sit there and continue to be this hermit and reflect, that person that you love is going to move on. They're going to think that you don't care at all if you don't speak to them. And maybe you think they don't care because they're not speaking to you. But try to make the effort and reach out in a loving and kind manner. Okay, Virgo? I feel like that can help you. All right, let's just pull one more oracle card for you guys just to close out the reading. Time for the zodiac sign of Virgo for September 2017. Zodiac sign of Virgo, September 2017. Self-employment. You're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. So good job, guys. I guess on the career front for you, things are looking very good. You do also have the Four of Pentacles in your reading, which indicates you got 4 Pentacles, 6 Pentacles. That's it for Pentacles. But it does indicate security. That's what the Four of Pentacles does indicate, financial security. So things look stable for you on the career front, so that's good. On the love front, a little shaky, but hopefully things will resolve for you guys. Okay, Virgo. Well, again, thank you so much for watching, and happy birthday to all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can find the information in the description bar down below, or just email me at trustandtruthtarot@gmail.com. Talk to you soon, Virgo. Bye.